Okay, this is a video for you, Carrie. This is how to get the ground ready and plant okra. First off, we're going to be planting the okra over here today. In this little spot here. I can probably get about 100 plants in here. Anyways, a couple new little additions to my gardening is harvesting rainwater. That's what these containers are for, these little contraptions. This is my summer garden with okra and tomatoes and beets and beans, and most everything was planted a week and a half ago, so it's just starting to come up. And little strawberries. Anyways, these are my hydroponic tomatoes. These the reservoirs up underneath that wood keep the water cool. But each one of these is fed with a little water tube, and it's set on a timer, and it grows in perlite, and they'll get big, really big. They actually go up these stringers and up to these rollers up here, and the rollers are adjustable, so it's a pretty legit little system. And this year I'm trying a cucumber, see how that'll work. Have it vine up these rollers here and see if they grow good on the same nutrients. Anyways, this is where my hydroponic lettuce is going to go. The lettuce is just about ready to plant, and there's the water. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's kind of, I put it in the other day, put the nutrients in. The lettuce will grow in here hands-free for 53 days, and then I'll get big heads of lettuce. And this is the sunflowers that I planted for the first year this year. But anyways, let's get started on planting your okra. First, we're gonna need a rototiller. So let's go into the shed and get that. Okay, the next step is I always put a little bit of compost down every year to get the soil nice and lush. I've been doing this for 5 years now, so the soil is actually pretty good. But I always put a couple bags in, so I'll rake this in, and then we'll till her up. You get the idea. I did this about a week and a half ago, so it's pretty loose already. I'm just composting in the amendments, and then we'll cover it. Okay, Carrie, next take. This went over it a couple more times with the rototiller. I don't get fancy. I did like I said, a few weeks ago I did it, the whole area. So this time I just do the 3 rows, so it kind of raises them up. You can see how it kind of makes beds. And it's nice, and I mean the soil is, you know, good, dry, fluffy soil. There is some rock in it, but I don't really care. The okra seems to be pretty pretty stout. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get some plastic, lay over it, because that's what I use for mulch, keeps the water in, and run my water hoses, which will hook up to this timer. And there's my hoses from last year, so we'll string those out and get some plastic laid and show you the next step. Okay, Carrie, here's the next little segment here. This is basically the water hose, and it's a whole lot easier for me to lay down a drip hose, hook it up to a timer, and I mean my whole garden's set up this way, so it's easy. In the hottest part of the month, I usually water maybe 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes at night. I bury everything under the rocks and make it look all pretty when I'm done. But this whole winter I've been feeding off these water containers. You can see the water level's about halfway. That's just from the last rain. These are 300 gallons a piece, so that's 600 gallons. And usually a big rain will fill them up. And so I haven't spent a dime on water. This little pump here, right, you can kind of see it back in there. I keep it out of the rain, but that little pump hooks up to this, and I use the little sprinkler deal right there and water the garden. So yeah, anyways, if you can invest in a little timer and a couple drip hoses and maybe some plastic, it'll hold the heat in, hold the water in, and the okra will love it, especially the heat. Where you're at, it might be a little colder, so here it gets blazing. I'm actually going to do corn along this first row by the house, and then okra on the other 2 rows, and then when the corn harvests around July, I'll plant okra in there, and that'll be my second harvest of okra for the year. So anyways, okay, moving right along. Okay, my dear, I have the plastic down. You can see the furrows, the forms, and I started drilling the holes for the seeds. I've tried a punch before, big old punch, but I think the easiest way I found is basically take a stick, and you gotta feel for your hose. I mean, there's the hose right there, so know where the hose is, and you know, put your stick. It's probably about 8 inches, and you know, 8 inches center on center, and bust through. So, you know, I can eyeball it a little bit for the video because I'm shaking all over the place there. Feel for where the hose is. You don't want to go through the hose, that would suck. Anyways, you get the idea. And just go through and you know, punch through, and the hose is right here. You can kind of see it in there, I think. Maybe not. Kind of dark. Anyways, I'll do that for the whole thing, and then we'll get some seeds planted. Okay, continuing on with the video here. Here is my seeds for the okra. I changed my mind and decided to plant corn on the first 3 rows, just up to this point here where that rock is right there. That way I can you know, have better pollination. So anyways, and then this section here is all going to be okra. Not quite 100 plants, but it'll do. So basically, you just take the okra seeds, and I'll take, on each hole, I probably put in 2 seeds, just to make sure it does its thing. And I just gently press down on them, just about, you know, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, because they're supposed to be like 3/4 of an inch down. But I come by with peat moss and sprinkle peat moss when I'm done, so that's what this will look like. It's just some nice soft peat moss. Keeps the moisture in, and it makes it so that the plant can push up through it easy, and it ensures it has water. So I just do that, and that gives you your 3/4 inch to 1 inch. And I'll do that all the way through, and get everything planted, and hopefully within a week I'll start seeing the plants pop up through these holes. Now mind you, Carrie, you don't have to use plastic by any means. you should use good soil, well drained. You don't want hard clay. I would put amendments like nitrogen in it, phosphorus, that helps with the flowering. You can use bone meal is good this time of year. You mix it in, a little bit of nitrogen, mix it in, and till it all up, you should be good. If you need a fertilizer, I'll show you what I use. You can get it from the nursery, but it's called Master Blend or Grow More or something. Let's see here. Let's see what it is here. Yeah, it's called Grow More, and it's 10-52-10. So the 52 is for the flowers. I mean, this stuff's kicking. You know, a little bit of nitrogen, NPK. So the nitrogen's 10, the K's 10, 52 for the phosphorus. It's good stuff. Anyways, I think I'll probably edit this to remove all this. But anyways, you have fun and plant your stuff. Hopefully it takes. I hope the seeds work. If they don't, I'll let you know in a few weeks. And yeah, so this is your little private video. Have a good day. Bye. And as an added bonus feature, you are being invited into my garage. Do not look at the mess. But this is where the magic starts. These are my lights. I got a quad light set up. This is the last of the plants. But I got a heating pad, and this was loaded, this whole table loaded with plants. These are my little lettuces. I always start those under lights. Some extra tomatoes in case the other ones crap out. Sunflower seeds for a friend of mine. And yeah, that's the last of it. And then I'll take you out into the backyard and show you my lettuce. And these guys they've been around for about 2 weeks now, and they're ready to get planted. They've hardened enough, so I'm gonna take 12 of these guys and plant them in here. So real simple. Just gonna pull these caps off, and you can see the roots coming out of the bottom of these things. Let's see if we can focus in on this thing. Yeah, they're real small. You can see the little white things hanging there. Let's see if I can focus in. Come on. Focus in, you stupid phone. Focus in. Come on. There you go. There's the roots. They're just starting to sprout. So I'm going to stick these things in these little containers, and they're going to seek the water, and then I'll show you a picture in about 3 weeks what these things look like, and it'll blow your mind. The roots are gonna get huge in there. But anyways, yeah. So I'll have a raft with 12. This is Adriana lettuce, and they'll get huge. And I think you've seen pictures of them before. I think I've sent them to you. But anyways, I got 3 of these rafts. 2 of them are on the other side of the RV. So yeah, so that's my garden. That's what I do, Carrie. I've turned into a hermit, a gardening hermit, work and gardening, and dirt bike riding and shooting. And yep, that pretty much sums me up. Anyways, this is your brother signing out. I love you, sis. I hope you have a wonderful harvest, and I hope those okra seeds work. Like I said, I'll know in a couple weeks whether they're gonna pop or not. So anyways, love you. Bye.